and welcome to Gunpla Reviews, where it's myself versus my shelf. Over 200 model kits and a queue of reviews to do. The final challenger on this revisit to Shelf 1, Round 1, is the RX-79/SIEG Narrative Gundam C-Packs Anaheim Electronics Multi-Purpose Test Mobile Suit from Gundam Narrative, the year of our Bandai Lords, 2019. Spirits. So let's observe our manual. So, we have here our man, our young man, the Narrative Gundam, titular narrative, the Scarecrow, Sashimi Gundam, as was once affectionately titled by an associate of mine, as, in illustration at least, the psychroframe plates here along the shoulder and along the chest look like sashimi off sushi. Or perhaps sashimi is not actually the correct meat, but surely, now that image is in your head, let's observe some articulation. Up here at the head, we get a little bit of stiff movement, but we get a full exorcist twist. At the arm, you can already see right here, there's torso movement here. So you do get a little bit of wiggle. And then a lot of forward movement. You can actually pull both sides out and get that extra room. Shoulder only goes up so high itself. Arm will go up here. Full rotation. At the arm, you have a rotation here. You get your bend at the elbow, which unfortunately is not a double jointed bend, but you can see a little bit of the mechanics right there. So that's not only cool, but you have wrist rotation and typical ball joint fist. At the hips, you have regular side skirt, separatable front skirts. No, wait, no. We do it. The arm got stuck on my finger. Full exorcist rotation. Front crunch. Back crunch. That is hella rotation. And a little bit of side wiggle there. It looks like it was designed to do so, but it is not. No, I thought it was. No rotation there, but you get thigh rotation, which, you know, more and more common. As such, you get leg out this far with double bend. Foot. Heavily articulated. And a little bit of motion back here. Now, as much as that shook around on me and kind of scared me for a second there, it is still nice and firmly secure. Very, very well designed, very hardy board. Don't like that not being aligned. That bothers me personally. So, with that, stickers are very, very few. These blue, that's all a couple of parts in there. There's even a clear part in there. Your only stickers are, you have a set of red, barely see it, red eyes, there's also green eyes, typical head camera, both in front and back, and one more sticker that goes in the gun camera. As such, we have gun. A nice beam rifle with his own trigger hand. No moving parts, no swinging handle thing, which is what we see with a lot of beam rifles. And there is aforementioned sticker. You also get 2 beam saber effect parts. Now, something I wish to discuss. And, of course, as I'm late to the party, I'm hoping this will help people who have not gotten this already. In my case, I snapped off this piece here. I'm going to have to glue this on because I discovered that the peg for holding the beam sabers is entirely way too tight. It needed a bit of sanding, and I wish I'd known that before. So now I'm going to have one less beam saber. I tried to fix it. I tried to save it. Now fortunately, if you have a problem like this where the peg is stuck inside, this does separate, and using one of your beam saber effect parts, you can salvage the piece. You can push it out. That's as far as it's going to go. I'm going to try one more time to save it. If not, I'm just going to completely affix that. And that's my personal experience. Let that hopefully save a few people from the same fate. Otherwise, I still have one good beam saber and the wrong size peg. Wrong size peg because I have a very large collection of beam saber effect parts, and it's a shame that I would just grab the wrong one. Is it slider pink? No. Is it any of these? No. No. Is it any of these? This one fit, but I don't think that's right. You can see I have a plethora of beam sabers. That's the one. Or at least one of the ones. Long, got this slight bulge over here. I believe that's one. It comes with 2 of those. But I have such a collection of beam sabers that, as you can see, it's easy for me to grab the wrong ones. Lastly, this big ass shield. I am personally a fan of large shields. Something that you can actually like hide behind. This shield need not be in a grip. I mean, you could. But it slots in here with this back peg right here where my thumb is, popping into this very slight little hole here. So you get those all nice and lined up, pull the shield forward, it should line up nicely. It should hold, it even holds in place, like so. It's very simple, basic, and great looking kit. We here at ZEON are going to give it an ace. Barring my personal bad luck, this kit is fan-fucking-tastic. It has a wide range of articulation, plus extra articulation that high grades don't get a lot of, such as here in the chest, the torso, this extension here in the shoulder. That is amazing. Like, that's not something that I've seen in any Gundam kit, but I've seen it a lot in the Origin Zaku's, which I have quite a few of. I don't buy a lot of actual Gundams, but I like the clear parts going on, the exposure of all the extra psychoframe and psychoframe bits. It's nice and sleek and slender. It's not big and bulky, so it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be an actual walking tank, even though it's technically a walking tank. I really like this. I'm just a little miffed that right before recording I broke that beam saber. I'm going to try to save it, try to fix it. But one more thing. My model also came with this extra booklet of Gundam NT mechanical report. And it's got a lot of Japanese data and movie shots about the various mobile suits that we see in Narrative, excluding the Phoenix. And I wonder, does anyway, do the other Narrative kits come with the same booklet? I want to know. Hit me up in the comments. I don't ask for those very often, but I'm asking. Provide with me additional data. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more giant robot antics, video games, model kit reviews, and the occasional candy box. And as always, good night, Space Nerds.